not having the success that you thought you were going to have in your network marketing or direct sales business. Maybe you thought that it was going to be much easier than it is, or that you would have started off faster, or maybe you're seeing others have great success and you're feeling frustrated, wondering why. Well, I'm going to help you today figure out the truth about what are the 4 things that you need to do to be successful in network marketing and direct sales. So today, I really want to dive right into that. I have realized after being in this industry since 2010, I absolutely love network marketing and direct sales. And what you might not know about me is that I actually have not only been in this business since 2010, but I built 2 very successful businesses from it. In the first one that I was in, it was a party planning jewelry company, and every year I earned almost 6 figures, if not the first couple years 5 figures. Actually, within the first 3 months of selling jewelry in other people's homes, I realized that I was making more money than I did in a month of teaching. That's when I went full-time into network marketing direct sales. And then in the last 2.5 years with the company that I've been with them now since 2014, I was able to make over $1 million in commissions. How did that happen? Well, I'm going to break down the 4 things that you need to be successful right here today. My name is Blair Critch, and I help success-driven overachiever moms keep that overachiever status by reducing stress, increasing energy without risking that time with your family. Nobody wants to sacrifice that time with their family, right? But you still want to be successful. So one of the things that I found as I was building these 2 businesses, first the jewelry business and now the vitamin supplement business that I'm in, is that there are key things that people have or do in order to be successful in this industry. And I'll tell you what, I loved teaching. It was one of the passions that I had in life, but very quickly when I realized within the first 3 months of being in that party planning business that I was making more than I ever did teaching, that's when I realized I loved time freedom, financial freedom, having the ability to be home with my kids and take them places, and helping others quickly and fast. That was a bigger passion for me. And so that's when I decided that I wanted to be full-time helping people to live the life that they deserve. And so I've really found that over the last, 7.5 years that I've been with network marketing direct sales, there are some key things that you have to have in order to be successful. Those 4 things are consistent daily action, duplication. The third one is keep growing, and the 4th one is don't give up. So let's break those down today for you so that you can really see what I'm talking about. The first one is daily action. I know that might sound very simple and easy, but the reality is this is your business. Most of you are fitting it into the nooks and crannies of your life. You're already working full-time or part-time, or you're a full-time stay-at-home mom. You're really trying to fit this into your life and find the balance that you need to build this business at the same time. So what I found was that I really needed to have on the calendar every single day the action that was IPA for my business. IPA stands for income producing activity. What are those income producing activities for your business that's essential? You can find what I have found to be my key magic formula for me and for the business that I'm in. I call it the 3-3-2-1. That was in episode 6. So you can find that at blaircritch.com/episode 6. But I have found that my daily successful consistent action really is about putting that on my calendar. So I put down every day, Monday through Saturday, what is my 3-3-2-1, which for me is reach outs, follow-ups, adding new people to my list, and doing a social media post about my product or about my business, okay? So that's my consistent daily action. But here's what I find happens is we say we're going to work our business every day and then life happens. Like your daughter's gymnastics practice is on your calendar, right? Your son's basketball practice on the calendar. When we have science fair project and we have things we have to do each week as we're building for that science fair project, it's on my calendar. So why would my personal business, my consistent daily action in my business not be on my calendar? That's how I make sure I don't go to bed at night without making sure that I did my reach outs, my follow-ups, adding new people to my contact list, and my social media posts, okay? That's essential for my business. Those are the non-negotiables. They have to get done before I go to bed at night. And when I was first building my business and trying to get to the top of that compensation plan in that business, I was doing this Monday through Sunday. Now, because of my family and our values and what we do on Sunday, I've gotten to the top of that compensation plan. So now in my personal business, I work Monday through Saturday. Of course, on Sunday, if I need to help somebody on my team, I'm right there to help them. But I work my personal business Monday through Saturday. And you can figure out what that is for you. So consistent daily effort, you can't give that up. You got to make sure it's on the calendar each and every day. Okay, that's how you build a business. The second thing is duplication. This one is huge. You know, I heard so many great leaders when I first started network marketing. People like Eric Worre, Sarah Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, and Danny Johnson, and they all talked about the reason that they had become so wildly successful was because they figured out a way to duplicate themselves and teach others to duplicate themselves. And the biggest mistake they made in the beginning was not having duplication. What they meant by that was they would figure out a way to get a lot of new customers, a lot of new promoters, but they realized that what they were doing was not duplicatable for everybody else. You know, 90% of people that join network marketing or direct sales are doing it along a full-time or part-time job. Remember, we were just talking about that. They're doing this business because they want to pay off debt, or maybe they want to go on that really great vacation, or maybe this is a 3 or 5 year plan to get out of the job that they absolutely hate. So it's not something that can happen overnight, and it's something that they really do have to fit into those nooks and crannies of their life. So you need to have a duplicatable system, whether it means that your company already has one of those and you are following it to a T, so that when other people come in, they follow it, and then their people follow it, and your business explodes. Or if your company doesn't already have a great duplicatable system to put people through, then you need to create it, and it needs to be simple and easy so that people can plug into the tools, follow the action, and duplicate. And that way, it's not just because one person's a great speaker or one person's really great at doing calls, validation calls. It's because everyone has the exact same tools and they're easily and available to duplicate. You know, that's one of the things that I find so often is that people will really love one part of the business and they become really great at it, and that makes other people intimidated. So stick to the system. Here's a great example of what I'm talking about. When I first started with the jewelry company that I originally was with in network marketing, direct sales, what I found was I loved the displaying of the jewelry. I loved setting it up all grand and beautiful based on the holidays, because I was a teacher. So based on the holidays, I'd have a beautiful Thanksgiving display, a beautiful Christmas Hanukkah display, a beautiful Valentine's Day display. And then our CEO of that company said to me one day, Blair, you do a beautiful display, but I bet people aren't buying as much as they would because they're intimidated to pick up the jewelry. I bet people aren't joining you in this business because that looks like a pretty big spread that they're not interested in recreating. She was so right. Guess what I did? I pulled back, only laid out the stuff on the trays and the necklace holders that the company gave us, made it very plain and simple, and I had more people picking up the jewelry, trying it on, way higher sales, and then I started noticing more and more people started joining me in the business. Why? Because it wasn't intimidating. Why? Because they could copy and repeat exactly what I was doing. It was simple, it was easy, and they could see themselves showing up for a party, throwing it out, and not having to do a lot of groundwork ahead of time. That is why it's so important to make sure your business is duplicatable. So don't get sidetracked on those other things. Keep it duplicatable. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. If there's already people having great success in your company, then you need to stick to the systems that the company has started. There is success in that, okay? Don't get sidetracked in all these other tangents. Stick with what you know works. All right, the third thing that we know is super important, and you know what, if you're having trouble and you're struggling with duplication and you're like, how does this work for me and my business, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you. You can email me at blaircritch@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me by Facebook Messenger. You can find me at www.m.me/Blair Critch. I'd love to help you. That's my goal, is to help as many people as possible figure out how to be successful in this industry. So the third thing we said was keep growing. Guys, this is so important. Here's why. It's so important to make sure that you personally are growing in your business. And what I mean by that is, yes, personal development is really essential. If you're struggling in sales, or you're struggling in how to recruit, or you're struggling with speaking in front of others, you can find a lot of great things on YouTube for free. Lots of great leadership and development things. But when I say keep growing, I do mean that, but I also mean keep growing your business. So often I see people in this industry have great success in the beginning and start to build a team, and so they go off only training and teaching their team, helping them, becoming the manager of their team, instead of really focusing on continuously growing their personal business. That's why the step one, consistent daily action, is so important, because you still have to work your own personal business. You never know when somebody's going to get sick or they have to step back from this business. It's an easy in, easy out industry. It's the reason I love it. People don't have to spend millions of dollars to be part of network marketing and direct sales. It's why it is so amazing for so many people, but it also means that it's easy to walk away from. If something's going on in your family or your life, you can walk away from it. So you can't just depend on a few people. You have to constantly be growing your business. Number one, that shows your team that you're a great leader. They follow your actions. Number two, it also allows you to continue to grow your business. This could be something that could be a long-term, forever business for you, and you don't want to stop growing it. So one of the tricks that I always teach my team is the 70-30 rule. If you start to build a really successful team, yes, 70% of your time probably needs to be getting on the phone with them, helping them close a sale, helping them with what they need help with, but the other 30% needs to be you growing your own personal business each and every day. Okay, so consistent daily action, duplication, and keep growing. And the fourth one is actually one that I love talking about. It is don't give up, because I see it happen all the time. All the time, guys. I see people say, it's just not right for me. I must not be able to find the right people. I don't know the right people. This must just be the world telling me that it's not right for me. They just give up too early. I want you to think about going to college and your education. You either went to 4 years, right? And then you got out and you started teaching. I didn't make my money right away. It was accrued over time that I would make more and more money. Same thing with a doctor. A doctor goes on for 8 years, right, or longer of education. Then they come out and they have to work their way up. So it shouldn't happen overnight, but yet we seem to get super frustrated when we see other people having quick success. We want it too, and I understand that, and I think it's a great drive to have, but the reality is you don't want to give up too early. I always think of a story that Sarah Robbins calls the $1 million mistake in her book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. She talks about a woman on her team who just had like 1 or 2 people and decided after a couple months it wasn't for her. It isn't working out for me. I'm feeling very frustrated and upset that nobody's joining me in this great adventure. It just must not be right for me. It's causing me stress. I'm done. Sarah tried to say to her, no, just take time. It took Sarah a lot of time, and look how successful she is now. And the girl wanted nothing to do with it. She left. Well, one of the girls that she had brought into the business, who wasn't really doing anything at the time, all of a sudden it was the right time for her. Big key point here, you don't know when it's the right time for somebody or something clicks. So this girl ended up running with her business, taking off, and became a multi-millionaire in the company that they're in. And that woman missed out on all the commission of that $1 million in sales. So think about that. You don't want to give up too early. I've seen people be in a business for 2-3 years, and then boom, something major happens. The right player joins their team, or they get the right customers who are super excited and help them to regrow their business again. So do not give up too early. You will regret it for the rest of your life. If you're in a company where you love the product and you love the opportunity, do not give up on it. If it's not the right opportunity or the right product and that's why you're having a hard time, then find a company that you fit with better. You need to be passionate and in love with the product. I have no problem stopping people when I'm out and about and out in public, and I'm actually not a huge extrovert. I know it seems that way because you guys watch me on these videos, but the reality is I'm actually pretty quiet until I get to know somebody, and then I'm very loud. But I have no problem talking to anybody about the product that I sell because I'm passionate about it. I know it changes lives. I know it improves people's health. I know the business opportunity works. I've seen people time and time again that I know personally have life-changing experiences, earn cars, be able to do amazing things through the business opportunity and through the product. So I have no problem sharing it, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to keep going. But you got to make sure you have that passion and that drive so you don't. So make sure that you don't give up on yourself, that you have consistent daily effort, that you're making yourself duplicatable, that you are continuously growing and that you're not giving up. I hope this was helpful for you today. If you have anybody else that you think that this would help, please send this along to them. Please share it. I would love for you to post some comments here on my blog. I'd love to hear what you think about this and which one you need to work on the most. Is it consistent daily action? Is it duplication? Is it growing? Or is it not giving up? Please let me know. I would love to help you, and I could dig a little bit deeper into any of these. If you want more help with it, I could definitely do a blog about it or talk to you one-on-one. And I would love to invite you personally to join our Blessed Mama Bosses group. It's a private group on social media, yes, on Facebook. And we love when we have new people joining us that are power-driven women who want to see a change, but are willing to share in our community, but also get a lot out of our community. So we hope that you join us there. That's facebook.com/blessedmamabosses. I hope you guys have a great day and make it a great day for others.